She was the unwanted child in her family, an abused wife, and a single mother with 4 kids and no money. How did she become the woman as we know her today? Give it up for the shocking story about the goddess of rock and roll. Unwanted kid. Born in a tiny Tennessee town, little Tina, raised under the name Anna Mae, was living in a family full of abuse. Her mother gave birth to Tina at a very young age, and it was already her 2nd child. Tina once heard her mother say that she actually wanted to run away from Tina's father when she found out about her pregnancy with Turner. The girl felt that her mother did not love her and that she was never wanted. When Tina was 11, her mother ran off without warning, seeking freedom from her abusive husband. Soon, her father married another woman, and Tina was left with her grandmother, a deaconess at the Missionary Baptist Church. Her grandmother was very strict. She was the kind who starched and ironed dresses. I had to sit more than I played. Oh, I was miserable, Tina remembers. Her only joy was singing in talent shows and in the church choir. As she didn't receive love at home, she desperately searched for someone to love. She found Harry, her first love, and for some time, she was happy with him. Until she found out that Harry had married another woman. Tina was heartbroken. After the sudden death of her grandmother, Tina had to move in with her mother. Tina was depressed, but she never sat back doing nothing. She always strived to do better. After graduation, she worked as a nurse's aide at a hospital and even dreamed of becoming a nurse. But music came back into her life and changed everything. What's love got to do with it? At 18, Tina's life changed forever when Ike Turner, the lead singer of a popular St. Louis band, brought her on stage. At the beginning, Ike was really nice to Tina. They were very close friends and she loved to sing with him. But he had a strong need to control everything. He made Anna Mae change her name to Tina and even patented it. So, if she ran away from him, he could own her. Their relationship was never based on romantic feelings. It was business. A business that Ike took under strict control. He made her marry him, but it was not a marriage in the common sense. Ike slept with any woman he wanted, and Tina was just a girl he could use. Ike was a cocaine addict and often abused Tina. He would hit her in the ribs or give her a black eye. He wanted his abuse to be seen. He once commented on it. "Sure, I've slapped Tina. There have been times when I punched her to the ground without thinking, but I never beat her." Tina was young and had no better options. She was afraid of being financially insecure, as she had to think about her child. She already had a son, Craig, with her ex-boyfriend from the band, saxophonist Raymond Hill. Craig was a very emotional kid. He was devastated about how Ike treated his mother, and after fights always knocked on her door, asking if she was all right. Tina wanted to sing to make money, so she had to stay with Ike. Tina said that her 16 years of marriage with Ike was much worse than it was portrayed in the biopic movie What's Love Got to Do with It? It was hell. But as Tina recalls, she was always on track. Turner knew she wanted to continue as a singer, so she prayed for something better. During those hard times, a friend introduced Turner to Buddhism, from which she found peace in the rituals of chanting. The experience of singing prayers together allowed Tina to get through that terrible marriage and finally gain the will to escape a life with Ike. When they finally got divorced, Tina got to raise her 2 sons and 2 stepsons from Ike. According to Tina, when she left Ike, she had 36 cents and a gas station credit card. Tina paid her rent by cleaning houses and performing old songs in cabaret. It was a low point, but she never gave up. Unlike her ex, who eventually ruined his career and in 2007 died from a cocaine overdose. Simply the best. Finally, with her own manager and a new record label, Tina released her breakout solo album, Private Dancer. The record sold more than 10 million copies. She won 3 Grammys and scored her first #1 hit, What's Love Got to Do with It? By then, Turner was a woman in her mid-40s who became an international rock and soul legend. People loved her energetic performances and raspy singing technique, her short skirts that exposed her famous legs and that punk-styled hair. Tina made it through, but she was still lonely. She needed a person to love and to trust. The universe had heard her request and sent her a magical date. When she landed in Europe for a tour and was on her way out of the airport, a stranger with a sign welcomed her in a hug. It was Erwin. He was handsome, charming, and way younger than Tina. It was love at first sight. She moved to Germany for him and opened a new page in her life, full of peace and intimacy. alive as never before. After half a century, 8 Grammys, and nearly 200 million albums sold, the queen of rock and roll left the stage at 69. "I wanted to retire and not worry," she explained. "If you thought that Tina finally got tired and would silently sit in her Swiss chateau, you'd be wrong." At 73, Tina announced she was getting married to Erwin after 27 years of a romantic relationship. The wedding was unbelievably elegant and surprising. The bride was in a black Armani dress, while all the guests wore white. It seemed that everything was working out in her life, but the latest news shocked the world. Her oldest son, Craig Turner, suddenly took his life at the age of 59. Turner's death was reported as a suicide from a gunshot wound. He was found at his home in California, where he spent most of his time working as a real estate agent. Tina has had a lot of challenges in her life already, but she managed to get through them all. We send our sincerest condolences to her and the whole family. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Click on the OSSA icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel.